Donald Trump's presidency presents the likelihood of a lot of uncertainty in U.S. foreign policy. During his campaign, he boasted that his uncertainty could even be an asset. Be that as it may, I'm here with Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Jalil Jilani, to discuss the state of U.S.-Pakistan relations. Ambassador, what do you hope to see from the new administration?
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to the Atlantic Council, a great institution of great international repute, and we have had many interactions here in the past. Well, the change of administration for us, we have certainly welcomed the change of guard in Washington, D.C. We have had an excellent cooperation with the outgoing administration, and also the initial interaction that has taken place between Pakistan and the U.S. after the new administration. Again, we can draw a lot of satisfaction that we are looking forward to a meaningful, a constructive engagement between our two countries. This is something that is also reflected in the foreign policy platform that was issued by the Trump administration, which contains 2 paragraphs on Pakistan. And from our point of view, those paragraphs are also very important. Plus, we would also like to have, we need to understand that we have many shared objectives. Extremism and terrorism, we are certainly, Pakistan has launched one of the largest and successful operation against extremists and terrorists in Pakistan, which has significantly reduced extremism and terrorism. Our efforts against ISIS, again, makes Pakistan and the United States of America formidable partners. So things, and then plus we also have a common desire to expand trade and economic relations between our two countries. We see the desire of the new administration in the U.S. to develop U.S. economically, to forge economic relations. Here I would like to mention that while Pakistan is emerging as a favorite destination for investments for many countries around the world, including the U.S. businessmen, some of the Pakistani business houses are also investing in the United States of America, which is exactly in line with the new President Trump is talking about. One of the largest groups in Pakistan, business groups in Pakistan, is investing more than $2 billion in setting up a fertilizer plant in the United States of America.
So I'm just wondering about the call that took place between President Trump and Nawaz Sharif. Does that set the tone for bilateral relations between these two administrations and these two countries?
I have very strong reason to believe that, as I mentioned, that even before the call was made, there were good indications coming from the new administration. I mentioned to you about the foreign policy platform, our interaction with many of the senior officials who were to take positions in the new administration, and plus the telephonic conversation between the Prime Minister and President Trump. It was extremely positive, in which both the leaders, they expressed a common, the joint desire to build a stronger, lasting, multifaceted relationship between the two countries, and we are hopeful that in the days to come, our cooperation will be further strengthened under the new administration.
I'm going to change focus a little bit. I just wanted to discuss the recent meeting that took place between Russia, China, and Pakistan on Afghanistan's security situation. Do you foresee a lot of those meetings taking place with that group of countries in the future? And do you foresee progress in light of the absence of the U.S. in Afghanistan represented?
Yeah, we need to understand that the Russia, Pakistan, China meeting that took place in Moscow last month, it was not a new initiative. It was something that was in continuation of the meeting, the trilateral meetings that have taken place earlier between these 3 countries to discuss issues related to Afghanistan. But the point is that we have, apart from this trilateral mechanism, we have many other mechanisms. We have a trilateral mechanism between Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran as well. We have a quadrilateral mechanism involving US, United States of America, China, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. From our point of view, the main purpose of all these initiatives, whether the trilateral initiatives or the quadrilateral initiative, is to achieve peace and stability in Afghanistan. And we hope that under the new administration, the mechanism that is already in place between Pakistan, the United States of America, China, and Afghanistan will also begin to take momentum and would promote peace and reconciliation in Afghanistan. One last point on this question that I would like to mention is that Afghanistan, after this trilateral meeting, has also been extended an invitation to join this process, which is Russia, Pakistan, and China. So hopefully in the next meeting, we will have Afghanistan on the table as well.
Very interesting. So the U.S. will still not be there. But speaking of the U.S. role in the region, I'd just like to discuss whether, given President Trump's renowned negotiating skills, whether you think he can play a role mediating the conflict between India and Pakistan.
It's an important issue. Unfortunately, we have had tension between the two countries, which is certainly not good for India and Pakistan, but also for the regional countries and also globally. As far as Pakistan is concerned, we would certainly like to have a peaceful coexistence in our region. With India, the Prime Minister is Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Nawaz Sharif, is committed to this peace process. As a matter of fact, his election slogan was a peace, economic development through peaceful region. And this is something that he continues to strive for. Now, the role that the United States of America could play, we feel that the United States of America is a great partner of Pakistan. It is also forging strategic relationship with India. It has got good relations with India, and it is certainly in a much better position to play a role, one for the revival of the dialogue issue between our two countries, for the resolution of all outstanding issues and disputes, including Kashmir, between our two sides, and plus in diffusing tension between. And again, the indications that we have received are very positive from the new administration.
So representing a Muslim majority country, I just wanted to ask you how you reacted to what some have called a Muslim ban from Trump's executive order.
This is a question that I have been repeatedly asked by the media in the last several days. And my response to it is that, number one, it is the sovereign decision of any country to develop a mechanism of the kind in order that it wishes to. As far as we are happy, and we didn't see any reason why Pakistan should be in that mechanism. Pakistan is, as I mentioned, has been a great partner of the United States of America for ever since we became independent. We have many common challenges that we are faced with, and we have expressed a desire to work on those challenges jointly. We can draw satisfaction from the fact that these new measures which have been introduced, they are subject to a review after some time. And I think probably it would also be, there would be an attempt to rationalize it.
And then finally, I'd just like to give you an opportunity to offer any advice to the new administration and any parting thoughts that you may have.
Well, I will say that certainly United States of America plays a very, very important role on the global scene. We expect the new administration to continue to play that role, that formidable role that it has been playing for the establishment of peace and stability around the world. As far as Pakistan is concerned, given the common challenges that we face related to extremism and terrorism, related to instability in certain neighboring countries, including Afghanistan, related to the emergence of ISIS in the region, we would require closer cooperation between Pakistan and the United States of America in the days to come.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.